Hi, welcome to Ikate's Crossing for Intuitive Friday. Now I know I'm doing the message on Thursday, but get it all ready for Friday. Now this is thinking about the energies for the weekend, and I'm using the Dragon Tarot by Nigel Suckling, which you will have seen the review. So there you go. And now we are looking at the what do I call it? The also the Dragon Oracle by Diana Cooper. Sorry, my mind went blank for a second. So let's see what message do we get for the weekend ahead in reflection and meditation and contemplation. What's of value to our own journey as individuals, as a collective? Okay, what's important to our journey as individuals as we move together as a collective? Okay, let's have a look. And I'm just gonna now, because I haven't worked with this deck a lot, I'm actually just going to check the energy of the cards and just randomly choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more is 10. Okay. That is the Dragon Tarot. Wait a minute. Before I look at the cards, let's roll. Okay. 1, 2, and 1 more. I really want to come out today. Oh no, they're giving me 4. Whoa, that was a jumper. What in the world is going on? Okay, no, that's okay. That feels like it now. Yep, so that's settled down. Okay, that's fine. Okay, no idea why. But we have a number of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when I do the Dragon Oracle, you can either choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, or all 6 cards. How does the message? Do you find you're drawn to one particular dragon, or are you drawn to all of them? So I'm going to show you very quickly, just so you can see the dragons. I just want you to look at the colours at this stage. And which dragon, I'm not going to tell you the names just yet. Whoops, upside down, that's not going to help you. Okay, you're going to choose a colour of the dragon. Or, if you find yourself drawn to 2 colours in particular. Or 3, or 4, maybe all 6. Maybe you like the message of all of them. Okay, now you've seen the colours of the dragons. I'm going to put them to one side. And let's do the cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, are you ready? First card. Okay, Ace of Cups. New beginnings in regards to love, relationships. So it is about opening. I feel like there's an opening up of yourself to new possibilities in regards to a new relationship, or maybe moving the relationship up to a new level of awareness. Could be interesting. Okay, so there's new, or it could even be a new dream. You know, maybe there's a dream been coming through that you want to achieve. Okay, next card we have is the Star. So the Star talks. Oh, sorry, I didn't even show you the. Go. So that's the Ace of Cups. And that's the Star. So I feel like there's hope. There's hope to this new relationship. I think that's the influence of it. I feel like you've got this inner hope that's coming through, the light shining, and it's saying, yep, there's definitely a possibility of the blending of the souls. That's what I'm getting, blending of the souls coming together. Okay, but it could be a relationship on any level. Okay, this is not necessarily a love relationship. It can be a relationship with in regards to a new friendship, a new career. It could be just an acquaintance or a business opportunity. It could be all sorts of things. It could be a sense of a friendship within a family. It can be anything. Okay, so it's quite clear on that when I'm talking about a relationship coming together and it's full of hope, it could be just a friendship you're hoping to bring in. Okay, here we've got the Five of Swords. Now the Five of Swords to me is a sense of overcoming. Okay, so you're overcoming maybe some struggles or some conflict in some way. Could be a sense of a win-win situation, a situation where you feel like you're going to win, everything's sort of coming together, but it's very hollow. It's a very hollow win. There's no satisfaction to the win. So just be aware of that. Why are you feeling that way? Why is your perception of that? It's interesting. Next you have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant to me is about a sense of having faith, looking at your traditional beliefs. Where do your beliefs come from? Why do you think you believe in something? This is to me is a card of questioning. You're questioning your beliefs. You're questioning your traditions. You're looking at what are you learning from, lessons learned from it, or are you teaching others about your own beliefs and your own traditions? Be careful when you're teaching others that you're not imposing your own beliefs. All you're doing is informing them so they can make their own decisions, their own thoughts about what's going on. I think that's really important for you to think about when you're teaching others about your own beliefs or your own thoughts, that you're not imposing or strictness to the whole thing. You're not telling them that they had to adhere to it. I think that's quite an important aspect when I think about the Hierophant, especially this one here. I don't know why that speaks to me so strongly about that, but I'm getting a very strong sense of not imposing your restrictions, your own beliefs on others. That's coming quite strongly to that. Okay, the next card here, we've got Six of Swords have come through. So again, I think you have that sense of shifting into new perspectives. Maybe you're shifting from a sense of chaos into I know it's the unknown, but you're hoping that it's going to be smoother waters coming through. So next we've got the Magician, and the Magician is a essence of someone maybe coming through who's sort of saying, this is what I'm showing you, but this is not what it's really about. You need to look beyond the illusion. You need to look beyond what I'm actually telling you. Look beyond what I'm actually showing you with the sleight of hand. I'm actually doing something else with the sleight of hand, so there's actually something else going on behind the scenes that you can't actually see. So you need to look beyond the illusion. Look beyond what I'm making, what I'm creating. There's more to it. I'm blending things together. I'm an alchemist. This is what this card reminds me of. I'm an alchemist who creates and blends and makes something new, and you're not going to really see what I'm actually doing. You're only going to see the results. I'm using my skills and my talents to manifest what I want you to see. So just some thoughts in there. Okay, we've got the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, oh, this is a real observation card. This to me is about observing, getting all the information you want. You've got this passion, you've got this drive, but you also got this understanding that you need to make sure you have all the information first before you rush in. I think that's really important, to make sure that you have all the information, you've got all the knowledge, you've got this motivation, you've got this. This card also comes up when you've got someone who's a bit of a player on some way. Could be male or female, doesn't really matter. But someone who sort of takes action. There's movement to it. So they could certainly still be a female who takes action in their, they observe, they take note of what's actually going on, and then they use their charms to get into your life, if you like. I don't want to say other word. I was going to say get into your pants. Oops. That's the sort of thought that came to my mind. Is there someone in your life who could be at some stage over the weekend who actually observes you, looks at you, sort of takes note of all about you, and then sort of dives in and is charming, and what do they want? That's what the card reminds me of. Queen of Wands. You've got this essence of a person who's fun-loving, who's very nurturing in some way, but you need to ask for that nurturing. You need to say, hey, look, I need a bit of help, I need a bit of guidance. Oh yeah, I'll be there for you, no problem at all. That's the sort of person they are. So who in your life is like that? Or is that reminding you to, hey, don't forget there are boundaries, but when people ask, it doesn't hurt to give a helping hand. If you're someone who doesn't normally think about those things, this could be something maybe you need to think about. So there you are. Next one is Seven of Swords. That's interesting. Seven of Swords, telling us there is a sense of what's of value to us mentally, what's going to allow us to really connect with who we are as an individual, with our perceptions, with what's actually going on. Also too, I find this is a card of, again, I get that sense of, I still keep getting that, what's of value to you mentally, what's going to allow you to get back your own power, your own, what do you feel has been taken away from you, in regards to your perception, what's actually being taken away, what's of value to you that you feel you've lost in some way. Here, and the last card is the Sun, which talks about a sense of vulnerability, a sense of finding some happiness and joy in the situation. Maybe you're needing to just take a moment, take a breath, and just enjoy some outdoors over the weekend. I think this is a very important card to just think about for the weekend. Reflect on your goals and your dreams, about what you actually want, and knowing this is about finding some happiness, some joy, some peace, some fun. You might also find yourself that everything's being exposed, brought out into the open as well. There might be a lot of things over the weekend that were quite deep and quite hidden, and you've just happened to, because of all the work you've done over the weekend, it's been revealed to what actually is there. So let's look at the cards a bit deeper. I feel we've got quite a few major arcana cards. When you think about, we've got the Star, the Hierophant, the Magician, and the Sun. So to me, there is a sense of a lot of major aspects. It could be a lot of deep stuff coming forward over the weekend. Let's have a look. I know there's hope. There's a light, trying to find your inner light to come through. We've got the night and day. I think is quite an important aspect to look at. So it's about, to me, it's about finding the balance between the yin and the yang. Also making sure you've got enough sleep and you've taken care of yourself, resting. That sort of comes through quite strongly. You've got the Magician and the Hierophant, and to me they are a sense of finding yourself, finding your own truth, finding what's important to you, and also allowing yourself to use your skills and your abilities to look at who you are as an individual. I think that's really, really important. You've got a couple of, I think the swords are really important because they come slowly, step by step. I think that's really important for you to understand. You've got 5, 6 and 7. So to me that's a sense of one step at a time as you reveal what's been hidden or what's mentally is your perception. Maybe you need to look at the truth of the situation and how you can face that. But also I think with the 2 wands coming in, the Queen and the Knight is reminding us to have some fun over the weekend as well. Don't let it be all serious. Maybe you need to have some creative endeavour, have some fun with some creative, some passion, waking some passion within you. Finding the balance within your passion is really important. There is an opening of a new relationship, and whether that's I actually just got maybe that's relationship within yourself as well. Maybe, you know, how do you look at the relationship within yourself? That could be something that you could be revealing this weekend. And it's interesting because you've got no pentacles here, and we've got no pentacles in the reading, so I feel like there could be a lack of being grounded this weekend, so please be aware of that. Maybe you need to spend a bit of time outside, and the Sun card is reminding us to actually spend some time outside, reminding us to get grounded, get some vitamin D and actually stay grounded. Might be really, really important for us this weekend. So I feel like there's definitely a lack, maybe it could be a lack of self-care in regards to our health or finances, so please be aware of those as well. Maybe over the weekend you might find yourself needing to focus very carefully on that aspect as well. So now we've looked at the Dragon Tarot and what's coming through. Now I haven't actually worked with the deck, so I hope that message was clear enough for you. And I've found those imageries amazing. I found those cards really sort of speaking quite loudly. Now let's look at the dragons. First one we've got is the Golden Christ Dragon. Brings you higher love so you can embody the Christ light. The Christ light, you are protected. Expand your heart. And this is about the 5th dimension. So here you go. So what does that say to you? To me, that's about making sure, again, I think you've got making sure that you nurture yourself, really important. Let your true light shine through, having that peace, and know that you're actually taken care of as you go through the weekend. Know that you're actually taken care of. That's interesting. Now this one here, Orange Gold Dragon from Arcturus. So have a quick look at that. What do you think? Take a moment, take a breath. Okay, this one here talks about opens you to knowledge for the new golden age. This is about carrying the energy of the future and be a guiding light. So this, I think, is about your tools and your skills and what you're actually bringing forth. What lessons have you learnt that you can actually move forward on the journey? I will actually go through and see the connections shortly. We're just going to go through and do the next one. Is Kuan Yin's Pink Dragon. Bring firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cards dissolved by translucent or transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. So very interesting. Kuan Yin's pink dragon. So again, you've got that sense of love. Aquamarine dragon from Neptune enables you to access your deepest soul wisdom. Spirituality and wisdom are available to you. Develop your psychic abilities and receive lots of knowledge, soul knowledge, okay, and definitely soul knowledge. So there you go. Next one is the golden solar dragon. Helps you stand in your masculine power with wisdom. I love that, standing in that masculine energy, and I think that came from that night. Let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codex activated. Become an inspired healer. Look at that, isn't that just gorgeous? Okay, magenta dragon is last. Enables you to bring forward your soul's wisdom, awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding, prepare for accelerated ascension. So I feel like these cards are all reminding us that we are loved, we are protected, reminding us that we are moving through new levels of awareness. And when we do this deep work over the weekend, we're going to find ourselves moving through into new levels of awareness, and we can share that with others as we grow and expand and develop within ourselves. Wow, 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 wow. So we talk about new love, and that love could be, and I said that love could be with ourselves, not always necessarily with someone else. So maybe with the work that's involved over the weekend, that's exactly what we will be doing. We will be loving who we are and bringing that energy forward within ourselves. And I get that sense of, as we manifest what we desire, what we want to bring forward, what lessons have we learnt so that we can do that, which is really important. So what lessons have we actually learnt that we can actually bring forward on our journey? What can we take to actually bring that? What beliefs and traditions have we brought forward in our journey to move ahead? Wow, I really feel like, there's this hope. Let our true self shine through. I feel like that's, with both of these cards here, are reminding us to shine, to let ourselves shine forward is really important. Stand in our masculine power. I feel that, that energy here with the Knight of Wands, and being receptive to it as well, which is quite important. As we're able to bring, are we receptive to our passion, our creativity, so that we can bring our soul wisdom forward? I love the way these cards sort of connect and bring forth the message of, of our perception. What are we thinking about? We've got to bring our higher love towards Christ, or towards the universal deity, whatever you like to call them, as our knowledge for the new golden age. I just feel like these cards are all really clear messages for the weekend. So much going on with self-love, self-knowledge, moving through how we may react to situations over the weekend. What lessons are we learning? It can get quite deep. I start off quite at a surface level, and then as we go through and we look at how they affect us on a much, much deeper level. And I'm loving the connection between these cards. I really want to go through and sort of look on a deeper level, as I show in them to you, and I've spoken, but I haven't really reflected on the message as a whole as yet. This may take me some time to actually go through and actually reflect on the messages, and you can go through and see the cards I've shown you and the messages that have come through, what I've said. I have to go through and listen to it myself again, because once I speak it comes out of my mouth. I sometimes don't remember what I've actually said, so let me go through and have a really good look at these myself. Anyway, take care and blessed be. Have a great weekend. I feel for some of you it's going to be a deep weekend of reflection, of learning. Some of you may be a little bit more surface, going to have some fun, have a night out. Don't forget to be aware of that night of wands. If you're out night clubbing, there could be someone that comes up to you after observing you for so long, realizing maybe you're on your own, maybe you're single, and he could be a little bit charming, or she could be. Just be careful, we don't know. It could be a woman who sort of take control of that action. There are women out there as well. It's not all masculine. There's no could be anybody really. It's about having that essence within them in whatever perspective that they do have. I don't want to sort of talk about whether you're male or female. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's the essence of that aspect that may be taken upon the person, whoever that is. Anyway, I've rambled on again. Take care and blessed be from Hekate's Crossing. Thanks for if you've lasted this long with the reading. The Dragon Tarot and the Dragon Oracle deck. Dragon Tarot by Nigel Suckling, Dragon Oracle by Diana Cooper. I think they work really, really well together in that energy, that vibration, getting you to look really deeper at the cards. Anyway, take care, blessed be.